Good morning, everybody. It is your girl, Marisa Star One. So before we do anything, before we're not even going to speak a word, honey, I need y'all to go ahead and hit the like button. Please go ahead and show your girl some love and hit the like button. I am here before you on a Friday morning, honey. Yes, I am. So we can get into some things. I don't mind getting into some things, but I need y'all to do y'all part. Go ahead, show your girl some love and hit the like button. Can we do that? Can we agree on that? Thank you very much. Okay. All right.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. Okay. When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. A wise word from a wise woman that goes by the name of Monique, comedian extraordinaire, honey. So thank y'all to my moms. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Before we get into the present, I'm going to want to have at least, we'll start at 50. Let's start at 50 likes before we get into the present. But I ain't going to keep y'all waiting. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at some blasts from the past. Y'all know I'm good for that. That's Flashback Friday. That's what we're going to call it, okay? Flashback Friday. I want to take y'all back to, was this May or June? This was June. I want to take y'all back to June just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, y'all hang with me. Y'all know I'm going somewhere with this. Shout out to Mr. and Cakes.
Honestly, it hurts when people talk about us. We don't like it, right? It hurts. Sometimes you can take it on the chin. Sometimes it gets so bad, you just like, I can't take this shit. And I understand that. But when it comes down to it, more times than not, this bitch has gone online and wanted to jump off the fucking balcony because she couldn't take it. And who was there? My dumb ass. Me. I don't know if you guys remember that live stream. I just had to get some shit off my chest. Don't ever sit up here and act like I wasn't a good friend to you because I got online and I publicly said that I do not like your man. I probably should have just called you, but you already knew those things. I got tired of people asking me, why aren't you and Jazz close anymore? Why? And finally, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. This is why we're not close anymore. And it was also a fucking newsflash for you, bitch.
Ouch. It's the vitriol and the hate for me. That, ooh, she put a little behind that bitch. So this is Flashback Friday. And what was the circumstances? The circumstances were that Chrissy decided that she was going to try to make herself an integral part of the reaction community. And she decided that she was going to chime in and give her 2 cents on a reaction based on Jasmine Dukes, My Jazzy Life, her former best friend, her former sister. You've been on my mind. Child, with sisters like those. But yeah, she decided she was going to drop in the chat and get to talking about Jasmine and her relationship, her situation. And of course, Jasmine was like, girl, why is you speaking on me? Why is you worried about me? It's giving very much fan energy. Y'all remember. It was just a couple months ago.
Do not ever get on here and try to fucking cap and act like just because you picked your nigga over your best friend or what I thought I was, I'm the bad guy. Or I've done something to you. Or now I gotta be your immediate enemy. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Love who you want. I hope it works out for you. I wish the best for you. I hope that the things that I knew y'all's relationship to be is never those things again. Because like
Rewind for the one time. Hold on.
I'm the bad guy. Or I've done something to you. Or now I gotta be your immediate enemy. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Love who you want. I hope it works out for you. I wish the best for you. I hope that the things that I knew y'all's relationship to be is never those things again. Because
hold up, wait a minute. Let me slow it down, baby. Let me slow it down.
A fucking newsflash for you, bitch. Do not ever get on here and try to fucking cap and act like just because you picked your nigga over your best friend or what I thought I was, I'm the bad guy. Or I've done something to you. Or now I gotta be your immediate enemy. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Love who you want. I hope it works out for you. I wish the best for you. I hope that the things that I knew y'all's relationship to be is never those things again. Because like I said, even though I do not like you as a person from what I've seen, especially over the last year, and I'm talking about the things that you've done directly to me, because what you do to other people, with other people, or to your kids has nothing to do with me, but what you did directly to me, I don't like you as a person, bitch. But at the end of the fucking day, nobody deserves treatment like that.
Well, I'll be damned. You don't say. Intriguing, girl. A wise word from our good friend, Strong Mommy Chrissy, better known as, today she's Strong Mommy Christina, okay? Because it becomes a certain point in time where we got to start talking to bitches like we they mama, child. Strong Mommy Christina, girl, you really need to cut it. But we haven't hit the 50 likes, so we're going to stay in the past for a little while. I'm going to give y'all some time. We're going to stay in the past because, 50, that's only half of our viewership. I know we can hit that real quick. So we're going to stay in the past, and we're going to rehash a wise word from our good friend, Big Dukes. Jasmine Dukes, but Big Dukes is what I call her. Okay? All right.
Saying this because the same bitch that you trying to be friends with was right. Where was I at? I was right there defending your back ass. I was on my page defending you. I was on your page defending you. Girl, I had your back. I had your back. Oh my God. It was so crazy. You was crying. I was there when that nigga was, bro. Grow up.
What you said, Jasmine? Big Dukes is what I call him. When the nigga was doing what, girl? You was there when he was doing what, girl? Oh, hold on now.
Grow up. It's so sad seeing you just sit there and talk shit. I just sit there and I'm like, damn, this girl really miserable. While you was on, I'm guessing that's Instagram talking shit. I enjoyed.
See, back in June, Jasmine told y'all the girl was miserable. Jasmine told y'all the girl was miserable. And the people said, oh, Jasmine's just hating. She's just jealous because Chrissy looks better than her. Basically, that's what y'all was trying to say. Jasmine jealous because Chrissy looked better than her in y'all's opinion. Not y'all, my chat, but you know the people.
My sleep. My baby was asleep. I enjoyed sleep. Yeah, my baby was asleep. I went to bed. While you was up last night, dwelling on what the fuck ever, I was in bed, sleeping like a baby.
While you was up talking about Big Dukes and her big hipped man's relationship, the girl said that she was in the bed. Now, why would somebody who has portrayed themselves to be so happy and so balanced and, oh, I have my little family, I'm getting married, blah, blah, blah. Why would somebody in that position be, number one, in a reaction chat talking negatively about somebody who used to be their friend, but they do not speak anymore? Number two, drag the shit out as long as she did. And number three, continue to drag it out. I'll tell you why. It was deflection then, and the shit is deflection now. So we have hit our threshold for the likes. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your girl. We're going to get into the present day.
I think that's all I got to say.
Okay. So Jasmine spoke a word. It's not often that Jasmine will go ahead and stand up for herself, but she decided to in that moment. So by now, we all know what's going on, child. We all know whose mugshot we are here to talk about today, honey. It's not a secret. It's not a game. And according to Chrissy, it is not clickbait. So Chrissy, just as good as she felt, child, decided she was going to come, her words, at 4 o'clock in the morning, record this video and post it yesterday, relaying the fact that I had to call the police, not clickbait. She wanted to let y'all know before any, something she called it, bald head scallywag or some corny shit. She wanted to let y'all know before anybody else that she had called the cops on Rod because he had showed up to her house. That's the story. Now, before we actually watch the video, I need to know from y'all, is that a plausible story? Do we believe that Rod just showed up out of the blue to Chrissy's house and just was, being belligerent and out of control and all of the things? So if y'all can quickly just vote on that. Do we believe that? Is that a plausible story? Is that what we're going with? That's what we need to know. So, honey, he pulled up on the scene, roots not twisted. He pulled up on the scene, child, just looking like he looked, honey. Like I said, Rod was over there rotting, okay? He don't look impressed, Christina. See, in most of his other mug shots, he looked like, I mean, he could take it or leave it. He didn't really give a damn. But in this one, he don't look particularly impressed with the shenanigans. This man don't look impressed. And that's why I made the thumbnail on my last video entitled This Bitch Here. Because that's what the face is giving. It's giving this bitch here. This bitch here. Okay. So we're going to get into Chrissy's story. Yeah, Rod was over there rotting as he's been doing his entire adult life. Okay. Not a mystery to us smart folks out here. Not a mystery. But you know, the people like to play dumb. And when it comes time, child, you know, it's time to play victim. So that's fine. That's fine. You know, we'll play along. Let's play along, y'all. So we're going to get into what the good girl Christina had to say. And it's not clickbait, y'all. It's not clickbait. So I would like to point out a couple of things. She relayed that this was recorded at 4 o'clock in the morning. I would like to point out the fact that we have a wig on the head. We have a full face full of makeup. 2 hoop earrings on. And we are dressed in regular clothes at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then the icing on the cake, we have a face filter on the video. Girl, who told you to use the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer filter? I don't know, but the little blush, it was very distracting throughout the whole video, girl. All I could look at is the tip of your damn nose. But you know what, girl? You do you. Far be it from me, little reaction channel over here, to tell you what to do, big boss bitch Chrissy. So I'm going to let you do you. And then I'll give my commentary. And then we're going to get into what y'all think.
I've been going through a lot. Not only have I been struggling with COVID recently, but I'm feeling better now, by the way. I'm feeling much, much better. I'm a little hoarse and things like that, but I'm on the up and up. So I was going through something and I didn't even know I was going through something. And I hate that I have had to struggle for the last few months and not know what was wrong with me. And now I know what has been going on with me. And it's really just...
For the last few months? You mean like July? When you came up here threatening to dox people and talking shit? You mean like July when you were scamming people out of their coins? You mean like June when you was up here discussing Jasmine and her relationship and saying that you hope that she's not currently going through the things that you knew her to be going through, implying that there was some type of dysfunction, abusive, whatever, all of the things? You mean like May? So you say past few months. So, okay, when Jasmine said that you were sitting over there miserable, are you saying that, yes, indeed, these past few months you have been sitting over there in misery, and it was reflected in the way that you came on this platform presenting yourself, girl?
Been a combination of just life in general, but mostly my past situation that I was in. A lot of people ridiculing me about something that was very sensitive for me at the time.
But wait. You were in reaction chats saying, I'm not a victim. We've heard you call in live to reaction channels, doubling down on the fact that you're not a victim. Oh, it's nothing DV. It's nothing like that going on. We saw you in your breakup video. You hopped up here and said that Rob was a good guy. You loved him. And the reason that y'all broke up had nothing to do with physical violence. Okay, girl.
I guess I didn't even really understand how sensitive that relationship was for me and how triggering everything was online. So it kind of...
Okay. So it's the online and the fact that people are discussing you and your relationship, or was it the fact that the man was over there treating you like he was treating you? You brought this man in your house with you and your kids. So you were cool as long as nobody was discussing it. That was all good. That was all gravy, baby. But when people started discussing it, you found yourself slipping it into a depressive state.
Made me not want to post. That, amongst other things, I kind of felt stuck. Like, I can't post anything. I can't show anything because people are going to do this, this, and that to me. And it really felt like this ugly beast that I was kind of trying to get away from and hide from. So by hiding from it, I didn't post. I haven't been posting on YouTube and things like that because I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't take the scrutiny because I already had built myself up to be like, listen, I had already beat myself up enough about a failing relationship and just being reminded of it online. People getting the facts wrong, people victim shaming me.
Wait. Hold up, swole up.
Of it online, people getting the facts wrong, people victim shaming me.
Huh? Jeez Louise, I need it in slow motion. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just a little bit slow today.
And just being reminded of it online, people getting the facts wrong, people victim shaming me, and all.
Why are y'all victim shaming somebody who's not a victim? That is not fair. We cannot come up here and victim shame somebody who is not a victim. Like, that's not nice of us. That is not kind. That is not respectful for us to get up here victim shaming her, even though she said time and time again, child. Even when she told the story, oh, he just went to jail because I didn't want him back in my house and he didn't have nowhere to go. So, yeah, I was mad. So I sent his ass up the creek to the jailhouse, honey. I was mad.
All kinds of different things kind of made me just want to crawl inside of a shell and hide. And that's like,
oh, okay. So it's the sympathy play. It's the sympathy play for me, honey. It's the sympathy play for me because I could have sworn. Y'all know as of late, Chrissy has pegged me as her public enemy number one. Christina, like I said, girl, I'm not your enemy. I ran down a list of the people who you might see as an enemy. I am not on that list, girl. But over here, I could have sworn when it was first revealed that the man was a Floridian strangler, that we acknowledged it's probably not a good idea for you to bring somebody with this background and history into a house, a fatherless house, a house full of fatherless children that you know that you have moved away from any potential of them having a daily relationship with their paternal families and fathers. Yeah, I could have sworn that we acknowledged over here that probably was not a good idea. And then once the new muggies came out, I could have sworn we acknowledged that, girl, we can't prove it, but it seems like something in the milk is not clean over there. Girl, evacuate, abort mission. I could have sworn that's what we said over here. Where did the shaming come in at? I think what you're trying to classify as shaming, I think that came in when you started like making a joke of the shit. When you started the Red Nose Chronicles, because that's what it became. So it wasn't until you finally decided months and months later that you wanted to speak on it. And you came up here, well, this, that, the third, and people not respecting my privacy. Once again, just making it all about the internet. It's always about the internet. And that's one thing that your husband, ex-husband said about you. Everything for you is about the internet. Not reality, but how you choose to portray yourself. You worry more about what the internet thinks than the fact that you have all these children under your roof and you're exposing them to bullshit. So when we said, what about the kids? You told us, y'all don't care about my kids. Cash at me if you worried about my kids. Y'all don't care about my kids. Remember that? So now that you said you're not the victim and you came up here and you made some clown shit out of it, yeah, we gonna clown right along with you, girl. If you're a bozo, bitch, I'm Ronald McDonald. Welcome to McDonald's.
I don't even like your girls. Your girls, y'all know me. I like to tussle. That's not even.
Yes, indeed, you do, girl. but you don't know how to pick fights with the appropriate people. So if you like to tussle, why you ain't knock that man head between the wash and the dryer, girl? Why you ain't take a skillet and bang and bash his motherfucking skull in, girl, since you like to tussle? See, you tussle with the wrong people, girl. You tussle with the wrong people.
Even like me. I'm about to be 32 years old on Sunday. And one of the things that I reflect on, and I've been reflecting on for my 31st year of life, is that I went through a lot of growing pains, and I went through a lot of things that I would never, ever go through again in life. I've let myself and allowed myself to be doormats and punching bags and everything else for people, and I don't deserve that. Even with 9 kids, I deserve so much more. And
it's the even with 9 kids rhetoric for me. Girl, how many times you gonna say it? I deserve, even with blah, 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 9 kids this, bunch of baby daddies that. Girl. I mean, I guess keep saying it until you actually believe it yourself.
And I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm a good woman.
Let me go ahead and stop you there. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna take you off the screen for a minute, girl. Hello, ladies in the chat. Women under the sound of my voice. If you catch this on the replay, y'all are not as good as women as y'all really think that y'all are. Can we be clear on that? If you're in a position to whereas you have to find yourself trying to convince other people that you're a good woman, I need you to step back. First of all, shut up. I need you to step back and really evaluate the circumstances. Really evaluate who you are as a person. Start with you as a person, not just a woman. Start with you as a person. And really ask yourself, am I the type of person that I would want to date if I weren't me? Because I've never heard somebody say, yeah, I'm not all that great of a woman at this point in time. I just need to be working on myself at this point because I'm not the type of woman that I want to be in the future. Christina, for you to get up here and talk about you're a good woman, girl, cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Let's cancel Christmas. Because how do we define a good woman? If y'all can throw in, what are some attributes that you would like to see in somebody who is a good woman? If you consider yourself a good woman, can you throw out some attributes of yourself that you think contributes to you being a good woman? So like for me, these are the things I think make me, I said decent woman. And I don't sit around talking about myself in that regard. That's not up for me to decide. That's up for whoever is my mate to decide that. So when you find yourself coming up here, oh, I'm a good woman. Oh, I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. Girl, of course you're going to say that. But let's be clear. I find myself, first of all, being a good person because I'm an honest person, because I'm a modest woman, and not modest in a sense as I run around wearing turtleneck sweaters in the summertime, or I wear a head-to-toe swimsuit when I go to the beach. Not modest in that sense, but modest in the sense I don't put myself out there for the world. Like, you have to be a special type of man to get all in my beeswax. Okay? I'm a logical person. I'm somebody who can see my own faults and flaws. So those are just a couple of things I think contributes to me being a good person and a good woman. So when I see somebody like this up here saying, oh, I'm a good woman, are you saying that just because that's what you feel like you should say? Are you trying to convince yourself? Because honestly, hearing from ex-partners or people who have dealt with you, considering the fact that you do not maintain relationships, considering the fact that you have 9 kids by 7 different people, are we to believe that it's the 7 people with the issue or you? Because I don't think anywhere on the list of good womanhood does promiscuity fall under. I don't think financial illiteracy is on that list anywhere. I don't think being irresponsible is on that list anywhere. Like, it's a bunch of stuff that, girl, is not on the list. So if you mean good woman in the regards of you saying that your head game was a 10 out of 10, girl, because we saw you say that you could suck a mean dick. Oh, okay. So you mean you a good prostitute, or you're a good slut for the devil, girl. That's what you mean. That type of behavior, that's not what keeps men. That's not what will make you a good woman, girl. You need to really reflect. If you honestly believe that you're a good woman, you need to really reflect. Stop what you're doing, step outside of your ego and your arrogance, and really reflect. Because what about you makes you a good woman? A part of being a good woman is also the ability to submit. If you're a woman that dates masculine men, no real man wants to be put in a position to whereas a woman can kick him out, child. Okay? A part of being a good woman is probably using discernment, girl. You ever heard of woman's intuition? Yeah, and actually choosing that. So the minute that a so-called good woman lowers herself to dealing with bums and Floridian stranglers and men off of POF, if you were a good woman to begin with, okay, girl, you just really devalued yourself. It's over with. I don't think, this is why I say men, fathers, big brothers, uncles, whoever, please be in these young ladies' lives, child. Because I don't even think Christina even knows what it means to be a good woman. And to be a good woman is not to be a good woman to yourself. It's to be a good woman to your potential partner. So your definition of a good woman is clearly not any other person's definition of a good woman, or having run through all these relationships, situationships, sexual, this, that, and the third. I'm pregnant by this one, but I'm still with this one and living with this one, but pregnant by a stranger. None of these different men have held on to you, girl. We have seen you hold on to relationships and people for dear life, and the whole time they shaking their leg trying to get your little ass off. So where does the good part kick into these situations? You are not the woman that you think you are, girl. Honestly, Chrissy, you're a good man. You're a good man, okay? You will spend money on a man. You will feed a man. You will put a roof, well, sometimes. You'll put a roof over a man's head. You'll call the shots. So yeah, girl, you a good man. How about that? How about that? You a good man, girl. So you might want to find your girlfriend. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might just want to find your girlfriend. Yes. Arrogance. Arrogance. She's really trying to get new subscribers. Yes. Honey, if y'all considering being a Strong Mommy Christina supporter, this is not the Chrissy that you gonna get. This Chrissy in this video, when she tried to put on the sympathetic, I couldn't believe I found myself, the internet had me crawling into a ball. That is not Strong Mommy Christina. That's not the Christina that you're going to get in 9 times out of 10. You're not going to get that one there. That's the, oh, people are calling me out on my shit. Let me play the victim. Oh, the man. Oh, the internet. Oh, spin, move. Spin move at its finest. Let's see. Yeah, a trifling mother could never be classified as a good woman. Because if you think a man sits and watches you make certain decisions about your kids, do you think you're somebody he would want to spend his life with or ever potentially knock up, child? Absolutely not. It's not a man with no sense. Maybe these bums y'all keep plucking up off the streets and homeless shelters and fresh out of lockup and child. Oh, a good woman doesn't sleep with every man that comes in their presence. Can we talk about that? Humility. Can we talk about that? Nobody wants to be in a relationship with somebody who never acknowledges their wrongs. A good woman doesn't lie about everything. Girl, how about honesty? Yeah, you start your situations off with a lie. How many times have we heard Christina herself acknowledge the fact that she's not truthful about the amount of kids that she has? That is something that Chrissy is very insecure about. But Chrissy, this is your decision making. You decided to have 9 kids by all these different men. Nobody else picked that for you. I've never once heard you say that any of these men came and forced themselves on you and forced you to carry out the pregnancy and forced you to run off on the plug with the kids. I don't get it. I really don't get it. 7 baby daddies is awful. Yeah, that's pretty extreme. I know for us over here in this sector, it's become kind of, normalized. We used to hearing it now, like 9 by 7. Chrissy got all these baby daddies. We used to hearing it now. But in the real world, that's, girl, people looking at you real sideways. Real sideways. A good woman cares about her children and their well-being. Yes. Yes. There's more to relationships than sex and babies. Yes, but she does not believe that. She thinks she's a good woman because she's fertile and because she can deep throat 10 inches of pure D cock. A good woman is responsible. Yes. A good woman doesn't get pregnant by every man she sleeps with. I totally agree. Like, goodness gracious. Yeah, she only knows how to cater to men for intimacy. That's it. Sex. And sex is not even always intimate, girl. You meeting a man on Monday and deep throat to his cock on Friday. There's nothing intimate about that. Ooh. She thinks Cat will keep a man and a baby. She should know by now. It's like, yeah, Chrissy, that was bad advice. But listen, at least you'll stand a chance. Like, you get you a little midget bitch like yourself, at least you will stand a chance if y'all decide to tussle. Ma'am, I think we've come to a consensus. You, Christina, Strong Mommy Christina, you are the common denominator, girl. It is not everybody else. It cannot be. It simply cannot be. Next thing you know, she's with the one. She might as well get a little girlfriend or something, lick a little cat. Because at this point, hey sis. Yeah, David does not think you're a good woman, honey. Definitely needs some intensive therapy. Yes. And no, I'm not going to cash app you to go towards it, girl. Use the Medicaid like you've been doing your whole adult life. Get from over here. The truth of the fact is Christina is an easy lay. Word on the street is that it's 8 baby daddies and not 7. We can all see Junebug, Blades of Honest did not have the same father. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, you know the people still out here deep throating, honey, and advertising it on a public platform, child. She wanted everybody to know that she was deep throat extraordinaire. Honey, do you realize that a man will let you deep throat him and then will return back to his humble wife who doesn't even suck dick, child, and provide for her and pay all of her bills and raise their children in the same household? Do you realize that whole time you are saved in the phone as Child Hoover, honey? He got your name saved as Hoover. Dyson. They calling you Dyson, girl. Okay. Do you realize? Come on now. Come on now. I'm gonna let you back on the screen, but I'm gonna need you to cut down on the stupid shit you saying, girl.
And when I find a good man, I'm gonna be a good woman to that man. And when I reflect back, I honestly do feel like I have spent a lot of my younger years and even up until this 31st year just trying to search for someone to love me, search for someone to fill this void, make up for lost time. And
girl, what is the void? I think we need to reverse back to when you was 6 or 7 years old, because what is the void, girl? What is the void? I'm trying to figure out how many packs of hot dogs is it gonna take to fill this void. Where is the void coming from, and how big is it?
Be loved, and I don't know, just a combination of a whole bunch of mistakes and looking for a lot of stuff in all the wrong places. And you know what it took me into? I went through this last relationship, this most recent relationship, to realize I don't have to do that.
Girl, we still stuck on the fact that it took you 7 baby daddies. Now, this is just baby daddies. These are just the children that manifested into the present world here. We ain't talking about no trips to the chop shop. We not talking about no lost pregnancies. We not talking about the men who maybe they were shooting blanks, child. We not talking about the ones who were smart enough to use the condoms. We just talking about the ones who actually got this chick pregnant. So if she got pregnant by 7 different people, how many people do you actually think this girl done slept with? Can we get I need some type of fraction. Can we get a equation in the chat so that we can sit here and calculate the body counts? Because the body counts at the tender age of 32, girl, it should not be given high double digits. It should not be given triple digits, girl. Because that's a lot, Christina. That is a lot, girl.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to. I'm okay with being by myself. I'm okay with being with me. I love being with me. I value that. I cherish that. And that's something that, that's a lot of things a lot of us can't do. A lot of us just can't sit with ourselves. And
wait a minute, sis. I thought we were talking about you. This is not an us thing, Christina. We're talking about you, sis. This is not an us thing. Where'd that come from? Just that fast. This is what I say about Christina. Anytime she actually has to sit in her accountability, she gets very uncomfortable. And she's quick to deflect and project. Girl, we was not talking about us. You're supposed to be here talking about you. You do this every single time. Just like with the scamming the people out of their money, and there are people still waiting on their money, girl. People said they bought wigs from you and didn't get their goddamn money. Where is the money? But that's another video. Right now, we're talking about people calling the cops, girl. Okay? Sis, we're not talking about us. This is not a group therapy session. This is Strong Mommy Christina holding herself accountable. And you cannot do that because look, she held herself accountable for 45 seconds, child, and now it's us. Us who?
That was my problem. I couldn't sit with myself long enough. I mean, I don't care if you date. I don't care if you play the field a little bit, but just like reserve yourself. Just, you.
Christina, I don't think not even nobody asked you for relationship advice, girl. Raise your hand if you want relationship advice from Strong Mommy Christina, better known as 9x7, better known as Can't Get Right. Raise your hand if you asked her for relationship advice, girl. What?
You know, there is a beauty in just reserving yourself and not committing to the first person who's available or wants to commit.
Christina, obviously I'm too far from the mic, girl. Let me come a little closer. Christina, you don't have to tell a mature, developed, emotionally intelligent woman that. Girl, us over here on the normal healed side of things, we turn down more men than we accept into our bubble. Okay? I could run you down a list of people who I have politely declined this year. You don't have to come up here and tell regular people that they don't just jump into a relationship or even the sack with the first person who tells them they're pretty, girl. That's what we're trying to tell you. So we're not looking for your advice because clearly your ass still ain't got it. You're going to be in your 40s still being pregnant by random bums that you done met from God knows where. So we didn't ask you, girl. We over here, we're well aware of that. Oh, you must have been, okay, I'm sorry. You was talking to your subscribers. Because y'all know, Strong Mommy Chrissy's subscribers, child, is women with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 childrens. Not a husband in sight. Section 8 recipients trying to tell people how to cheat the system. Those are the type of people who are gung-ho, die-hard, Strong Mommy Chrissy supporters. So she must have been talking to her crowd. Okay, that's my bad, girl, because I thought you was over here talking to us, and I was trying to let you know something, girl. Like, we didn't need you to tell us that. That Captain Obvious, girl.
To you and vetting those people properly. And also, accountability has been something that I've been really working on in my 30s as well. So,
Okay, so she's been listening, honey. That's why she's been sad. Honey been having reaction videos on her playlist. Like, girl, do not put us in the queue, girl. You don't want to hear nothing that we got to say over here, and that is obvious. Everything that gets said over here on this channel is going to offend your sensibilities because you're not ready to grow, heal, and develop.
I'm a work in progress, you guys. I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress.
Oh, not perfect. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Once again, for the millionth time, it does not take perfection to be a decent woman and a decent human being, girl.
And that's really all I'm trying to say. That's really all I'm trying to say. The second part and the most important part of this video is to kind of be honest with you guys and be real and raw, and also to kind of put my business out there before everybody else does. And because I hate when people do that, and it's really not that serious. So let me just go ahead and say it first before.
Okay, so catch the shift, honey. So first we put on the act of, oh, little old me, I never knew what love was. I've been searching for love in all of the wrong places, and I've been so sad and depressed and just down on my luck. The internet was beating me down. And y'all catch the shift. Just that fast. In the blink of an eye. Catch the shift.
Or people try to say they make a name and make money off of the first one. There's no way I can prevent this from hitting the media, so I might as well get ahead of it. So here we go. Rod got arrested last night. I called the police on him. I did it myself on purpose.
Huh? What?
I did it myself on purpose.
Girl, what? Not I did it myself on purpose. What is you trying to say? Christina wants y'all to know that she called the cops on Roderick and she did it herself on purpose. The more that you talk, girl, so you better off just wait until everybody else put it out and then come up here and play the victim. That should have been like, you're good at that. This storytelling type stuff, you're not good at that. Because what does that tell us? You made it a point to say,
I called the police on him. I did it myself on purpose.
Okay, so you made it a point to say that this time you called the police on him and you did it yourself on purpose. So what happened last time then? Because you told us that you called the cops last time, but you didn't make it a point to say, I called the cops, I did it myself on purpose. But this time you're saying that you called the cops, you did it yourself on purpose. So who called the cops last time? Because clearly it was not you, or it was you on accident. So what is we saying, Miss Mamas? Intriguing.
And really what happened was he showed up at my house and I had to call the police on him because he would not leave, very irate, just erratic, and all this other.
Okay, so you told us Rod been gone from your house for y'all been broken up for a couple months now. You still haven't revealed why y'all broke up. What was the catalyst? Like, what was the climax of the situation? Because this head knocking, we're gonna call it the head knocking incident. The head knockers incident that took place in January. We are now in August. You said that y'all have been broken up for a few months. So out of the blue, Rod just popped up outside of your house. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Bye-bye, girl.
Other stuff. I don't have time for it. So that's basically what happened in a nutshell. I'm not going to go into supreme detail because it was very quick. I gave him an opportunity to leave. He refused to leave.
So y'all have been broken up for months. Okay. The head knocking incident happened in January. Rod shows up outside of your cribbo after y'all been broken up all this time. You told him to leave, and then he said, "Wanna be free? I'll stay, and you're gonna love me." I don't know. I just don't know. What do y'all think about that? Is that plausible? So y'all have been broken up for months, you said. And that was about a month ago that you said it. So even more months in August here today. And now you're saying that the good man that you love, who has never been aggressive towards you or your children, suddenly shows up outside of your house, even though y'all have a protective order. Now, does this protective order, was this issued in January? Because protective orders, I could be wrong. They're usually they're real short, and then you have to go back to court and get another one if you feel like you're still in imminent danger. That's usually the way that works. And that's why, for the most part, they're pretty much pointless for paper trail purposes only. Never feel protected by a protective order, please. Please never feel safe because the people said, "Oh, stay away from her." No. Never feel safe by that. Okay? But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. So the people said you got that hardware over there, honey. Your minions, your ass cracking liquors said you got that hardware. You got them hammers, girl. You got that heat over there. So when was the protective order? When was that issued? Was that back in January? And now all of a sudden here in August, he's violating, because we know there was a violation in March, but y'all were still together because he was on the camera kissing you in the mouth, girl. Remember? So when was the protective order issued, Christina? When Rod got on the camera and kissed you in the mouth after you were trying to keep him off of the camera, when in that timeline was the protective order issued? Because the incident itself happened in January. He violated for the first time in March. And here we are, August the 4th, and you talk about y'all have a protective order. He's not supposed to be near you. I'm confused. Is anybody else confused? I'm confused. I need help. The math. Y'all know how I feel about the math, child. I need help. Okay, let me run down. Let me run it down one more time, and y'all see if y'all can help me. January, head knockers. March, foaming at the mouth, ranting and raving, talking about this my house. I ain't moved yet. You bitches. Then we find out that he violated protective order. That was March. Somehow, fast forward to August. Now she acknowledges the fact that he's not supposed to be around her. And now she calls the cops. I am totally, If the original incident happened in January, and y'all were still together far past that, even far past him getting arrested for the second time dealing with you, how are we now at the point where August we have protective order, so I called the cops on him? Okay, you're missing some details here, sis. You're missing some details. Is giving, I ain't gonna lie, is giving Karen. It is giving very much Karen, Christina. But I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let this go ahead and play for the majority of the way, and then I'll stop it because I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna let it play, but girl, when I feel like the math isn't math and I get a little antsy over here, I don't know what to do.
And so I called the police on him. He got arrested for a violation of his bond conditions because part of his bond conditions is that he is not allowed around me. And why the fuck you keep coming around me if you're not allowed around me? Period. At this point, I'm just protecting me and my kids, and I'm not about to deal with it.
Hold up, swole up. Like I said in my video I posted last night. So now that we say you are endangering your kids, now you make it a point to come up here and say you're protecting your kids. So how are they more in danger August the 4th than they were in January when he tried to knock your ass through the sheetrock, girl? You was in the kitchen. He tried to knock your ass to the dining room. So how are they any more in danger now with the same man that you thought fit to come live in your house? You came up here, you acknowledged the fact that you knew he was a Floridian strangler. You decided to overlook it because, of course, you are desperate. Yes, honey. You have the spirit of desperate. So now, fast forward to August, all of a sudden, oh, I just have to protect me and my children. Oh, girl.
I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm sorry. You know, it is what it is. I've done a very, very good job of not bashing anybody online, and I will continue to do that because I do not want to bash anybody. But when it comes,
no, you've done a good job of not bashing Rod online, but all your ex-friends and reactors and child, you bash everybody except for the dingaling that you thought was still available to you. But I ain't even gonna get into my conclusion because I'm gonna tell y'all what I think of the situation. And my discernment has never led me wrong. But I'm gonna let Christina with the red nose tell y'all what's going on.
comes to me and my kids' safety, I do not play. So instead of somebody getting their little Twitter fingers popping and getting online and trying to say, you know, whatever about whatever, however, and trying to embarrass me with my own personal business, it's unfortunate. Yes, I know there's going to be a multitude of you guys like, damn, I wish you didn't even have to do this. And girl, I wish I didn't either, but it is what it is. So we just here now. So, you know, it's life at this point, and I'm ready to move on from it. And if the mother ever show up again, I'm gonna call again. I'm gonna reserve the right to call again and again and again and again and again because I'm gonna feel safe in my own home. My kids are gonna feel safe in their own home, and that's just what it is. Period. There's not gonna be any other in between. We're gonna all be safe and feel safe. Period. Point.
Strong mommy Christina. So when did you and your children stop feeling safe? You literally, girl, let me pull up your own goddamn video. Because clearly, at this point, girl, you tested me. You are testing me. We're going to pull up her own goddamn video because, see, the people say you a narcissist. I try not to put that label on people because it's a lot more rare than people try to make it seem like. Like, everybody don't have a personality disorder. A lot of y'all is just fucking slow and don't know how to maneuver around other human beings, and y'all lie and y'all play in people's faces. But I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, girl, maybe, just maybe, because the way you duck and dodge accountability, the way you come up here gaslighting, so you know you being gaslit. If somebody said or did something, you gotta go and check back behind your goddamn self because they done lied and pussyfooted around so hard, you don't even fucking know if you heard what you actually heard. So let me make sure I heard what I actually heard, even though I know damn well I heard what I heard, girl, and it's still up for public consumption. I know damn well I heard what I heard.
Get over. I just couldn't get through. And I tried, but it just is like, a deal breaker is a deal breaker. You know, at the end of the day, Rod is a good guy.
What was the date on this damn video? This was June. Not even 2 months ago. No, almost exactly 2 months to the incident. He was a good guy. And now is y'all fearing for y'all safety? Why? Because we said that they were endangered?
You know, he always treated my kids with respect, the utmost respect. He never disrespected them or made them feel uncomfortable. It's always very good to them. It wasn't the worst relationship I've ever been in either. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just can't see myself getting married again and being with someone and it not working out because there are things that I know I can't get past. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And that would be naive of me to do so. So I really started to evaluate some things within myself, honestly. And that's what made me really realize, okay, I'm not ready to pursue this relationship further. And I'm not willing to pursue this relationship further. And I'm not ready to even think about getting married to someone just yet. I really still have a lot of personal healing and growth I need to do first. Honestly, even though I am completely over my ex, I still have healing because when you go through something as devastating as what I went through, you still need to get your shit together. You need to pour back into yourself. And I think that I was just worried about, I don't deserve to be alone and I deserve a good guy. And even though that is true, even with 9 children, despite what people may try to lead you to believe, I do deserve a good man who's going to come in and do all of the things and have all of the, qualities that I feel like I deserve and that I do.
I've seen several people say that maybe she was trying to make it not a big deal because she's scared. I don't understand like how those two theories really come together. Because when I think of somebody being scared, I would think they would make it even a bigger deal. And this incident happened in January. Nothing else documented that we're aware of. And it is now August, and she continued to be with the man for months after that. So I don't understand how that would really... Y'all will have to break that down to me because I don't understand that talking point. I've seen that several times. I don't understand how that would work. I don't get it. Yeah. That's what I would think. Either she would play it up or she would just not discuss it at all. But coming up here and teetering between, oh, nothing really happened, I'm not a victim, there was no DV, waiting all these months for the police report to come out, and then come up here and say, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story. Like, girl, what? So, anywho, that was just for history purposes because she tried to gaslight us Like, she didn't just say that he was a good fella. Girl.
That's it. Really don't think there's anything else for me to say. I just wanted to put that out there so that everybody can get on the clown. So for the ones who really do care and will look this up and will find this information, yes, he's in jail. Yes, I called the police on him. And yes, I did it because he showed up to my property and he's not supposed to be here. And I told him to leave nicely and he wouldn't. Now, to be honest, you guys, I did not want to have to call the police on him because I didn't want to do this. I did not want the internet to know about it. But at the same time, my kids and my safety matters more to me than what you guys think of me. And that's just what it is. I want to protect our privacy, but if I have to choose between our immediate safety and our privacy, I'm gonna choose our immediate safety. Period. And that's just all there is to it. But I'm really, really tired. I want to go to bed. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. But I wanted to get this out before I go to sleep so that when I wake up in the morning, I can wake up with a new slate. I don't have to worry about none of this and I can just get it out there and be done with it. I don't have to worry about it. You guys, listen, I do believe that this whole situation with this man has damaged me mentally in a lot of different ways.
Huh? Okay, girl.
I've been through so much more than I can even talk about, but I don't feel like a victim. But I still have been through a lot, and it's okay to acknowledge that you went through a lot, and it's time to heal. So I'm in that healing process, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Okay. So, okay, girl. I did the, huh? Ooh, my sis, my 2 cents says she hypothesizes that she has hypersexual disorder and NPD. Just an educated guess based on what she displays on the internet. Yeah, it's really starting to give NPD. I don't know. I'm confused. I would have to see how she interacts with her children. Like that would be the biggest selling point for me. If we could see more of how she interacts with her children, because a narc parent child will ruin a childhood. If y'all have ever done any research on people who actually have the personality disorder, not just people who have narcissistic traits, no, people who actually have the personality disorder, honey, they will try to ruin these children just to continue their situation, whatever you want to call it. It's damn near like psychosis. I'm just, honey, yes. Can we get into the details? Can we get into the facts? Sis said this was 4 o'clock in the morning. She was shooting this video. Face full of makeup, video filter, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, wig, a little crusty on the edges, but still it's attached to her head in some type of way. She has on real clothes. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm just overall confused. I can, give my deduction, honey. I can deduce. What I believe. I think Chrissy once again has been very bothered and impacted by the things that people have been saying recently. The past few months before this incident happened, Chrissy was really like on a high, honey. She was on a high. People were worshiping her, kissing her ass. Not too many reactors would talk about her. It was just kind of hands off Chrissy, like all hell Chrissy. So now she's kind of on a downslope because people are starting to kind of wake up to her behaviors, her patterns, her endangering her children, taking money from people, constantly getting evicted. Like people really are starting to kind of see under the mask, and I think that's what's really bothering Chrissy. She seems really bothered. So if you pay attention to Chrissy's behaviors, either A, she's going to come up here irate, or B, she's going to come up here and play the sympathy card, or she might do a mixture of both. So in this video, she kind of did a mixture of both. She started with the sympathy, like, oh my gosh, I've been so sad and dismayed.
No, really though, I have to come out here and put this video out because if I don't put it out, there's gonna be some bald-headed ass scallywag that's going to try to do it before me. And I just absolutely am not going to let nobody do that to me no more. So fuck it. It is what it is. I might as well get out of the game, okay? Let me just start off by saying that lately I have been struggling with like depression, and I've been going through a lot. Not only have I been struggling with COVID recently.
Okay, so you can kind of see like the irate kind of peeking through a bald-headed bitch, and I ain't gonna let y'all. You see the arrogance peeking through, but overall, she tried to take a very woe is me approach. Okay, Christina, girl. When people start to call Chrissy out on her bullshit, like she gets desperate, honey. She threatening to dox people, like she threatening legal action. Child, the girl said legal action was taken. Y'all to never forget her coming up here foaming at the mouth, tooth missing out her head with her damn mask on, running outside to show the front of the house and her dumpster because she was upset that Fran spoke on the fact that there was a dumpster. Like, girl. Anytime you remove the facade or peek under that mask, Chrissy loses it. Completely batshit loses it, honey. That's the only time you can really see her sweat. That's how you know you onto the goddamn truth. I come up here telling the truth about this woman, and all of a sudden, oh, anybody can be found, and oh, your washing machine is in the kitchen, and all types of, I don't watch that bitch. Oh, send me the tea on her. Girl, all of this, all because people can see past your bullshit. Girl, could you please cut it? Could you please? So that's how you know you're onto her truth. So people onto her truth, saying that you're endangering your kids by making these piss poor decisions, like unstable housing, like you keep moving these kids from pillar to post, you bringing these strange men around, like all of these things is really bothering her. People calling her out about taking money. Now, mind you, Chrissy's been taking people's money. Ben since Ben, Uncle Ben's child. She's been taking people's money. But the fact that it kind of caught on and people started to talk about it in her sector, very upsetting for your girl, Strong Mommy Christina. She doesn't like that. That makes her angry, honey. That's when she get to threatening people and foaming at the mouth on camera, coming up here on these live with her wig tilted to the side and those things. Sure, let's look at the comments. Let's get into the comments. May God keep you and your family safe. Everything we grow through makes us better. I love the growth and maturity you're given. Can we define growth, please? Please, yeah, she deletes a lot of comments, child. Most of them comments ain't gonna see the light of day. Hey, Chrissy, I just want to say be safe for you so you can be there for your kids so y'all can be safe, sis. I know, please believe. I know we look for love and things go sour. Sometimes we go back, but at the end of the day, just know it's real prayer because only a woman who's been through similar situations know what it is really like. So be strong because you are strong. God, have y'all ever heard of punctuation? Jeez Louise. Shelly T said, don't you have like 10 kids and you said you are 31? What do you do for a living having kids and chasing men? You need to do better, sis. I hope your daughters at least do better because it's a terrible cycle if they follow in your footsteps. So here come Pollyanna, child. First of all, the name says it all. We are here to learn, refine, and elevate. Be kind. None of us are exempt from experiencing life until we no longer have breath. Okay, girl. Love you, Chrissy. Please stay strong. Yes, a good mother will always protect herself and her children. Yes, honey. Preach. We are all the work in progress. Stay strong. Keep your head, Chrissy. We are all human and have life issues. Having a man does not define you. You're a great mother. Shame you have to speak on this because of trolls. Praying for your safety. Move somewhere else, girl. Texas law allows victims of DV to break their lease and move. You would just have to show proof of a restraining order. Well, Ashley J, I'm glad you said that. Because this latest video was giving very much spin move. Very much spin and move. So ask yourself, if Christy feels like she's so in danger, why is she still sitting over there in David's house? Now, mind you, the man wants you out. He has went through the process of going to court to evict you. You asked for an abatement, child. So either you're trying to scrounge up money or try to scrounge up housing, but you're still in the house, girl. But if you're scared for you and your children and the landlord already wants you out, why do you continue to remain? I have questions. Safety first. Can I say you look stunning? Keep doing you, boo. I'm so sorry that you are going through this. My friends always ask me why I follow and like you because I'm 51 and you are in your 30s. I see a lot of my younger self in you. What I tell you about those supporters? They are Christina. Literally. People old enough to be her goddamn mama in these comments talking about, yes, girl. Now, Seeking My Beauty said, you should boo Chrissy for real, for real. I know he may not have done the same things to you, but his past and record shows clear as day he's capable of anything. If he's showing up knowing he can't be around you, then he feels nothing can stop him from getting to you. Move, girl. I'm sure that is a valid reason to break your lease and find a safe space. Honey, David don't want Christina in his house no more, so break what lease, child? She can feel more than free to get the hell on, but for some reason she is choosing not to. So yeah, that's pretty much the consensus of Christina's comments on that video. I'm gonna be honest, I think Chrissy is using DV for clout at this point. Because you maintained for all of those months that you weren't a victim, want nothing going on. That's not the reason y'all broke up, blah, blah, blah. Got mad at people for saying that the man possibly knocked your head between the wash and dryer. You were upset. You was deranged, foaming at the mouth. You was deflecting, talking about other people's relationships, doing anything, starting all types of beefs and dramas just to deflect from the fact that people believe that you're endangering your children by moving in a dangerous man. So now here we are today, August of 2022. And now you're saying that you were so severely impacted by your relationship. Like, girl, say, what? I'm confusion. I am very much confusion. So I'm thinking, now I'm pretty sure. Chrissy made their breakup video. They were not fully broken up. She's been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But Chrissy is at a point where she could weaponize the fact that A, he's already been arrested for doing something towards her. B, there was already a protective order in place. And C, the internet already knows this man and his history. So now she could weaponize that. So anytime that this man does something that she doesn't like, says something, or whatever situation where she feel like she need to put him out, she's in a position to where she can do that now. And I feel like she's trying to weaponize that fact. So like I said in my last video, I'm starting to feel like Rod is the victim, girl, because you over here playing these caring games. Now, usually it's a white woman playing these caring games towards black men. They want to fuck black men, want to have kids by black men, this, that, and the third. But the minute the black man don't want them no more, all of a sudden it's, oh no. Just like in the olden days, child, young white girls be gallivanting around fucking black men. And then when they get caught by their daddy, all of a sudden they crying rape. That type of shit. Like, okay, so he was good to be around you and your kids until what? Until everybody else found out about it, or until he stopped doing what you want him to do. Because you cannot have it both ways. And he is a human being, regardless of the fact that he's a Floridian strangler. You don't just do people like that. So either he's bad or he's not bad, girl. Either he's abusive or he's not. But you can't wait until some shit don't go your way. Now all of a sudden he's the Floridian strangler, he's Strangler Bay, and whatever else people been calling him, child. He's been the same person this entire time. Now all of a sudden shit not going your way. All of a sudden you in fear for your life. That's disgusting. That is disgusting to weaponize his past, his charges, and everything. So it was all good when you was over there deep throating and pussy popping on the handstand, and he was over there cooking for your kids and all. Everything was all good. Now all of a sudden, oh no, we are in. No, I fear for my life. You were just literally just a few weeks ago saying he was a good guy and it won't nothing about that. And you even downplayed the fact that he tried to knock your ass through sheetrock. Oh, he just pushed me. We tussled. We fell back. He fell on top of me. I said, nigga, get up off me. Like, girl, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. So did you invite this man over here to your home and he got out of pocket and you called the cops on him? Has he been living here all the time? He got out of pocket, now you calling the cops on him? Knowing he going straight to jail. He's going straight to jail, and you're aware of that. So either choose to deal with him and put your kids in a position you've been putting them in, or just leave him the hell alone. But to come up here and try to make people believe he just popped up after all these months out of nowhere, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Sorry. Can't believe that. Yeah, the child trying to conceive a goddamn baby. Now he's so dangerous. He Jack the Ripper now. Child, we came up here, called him the Floridian Strangler. You was all mad, upset over there playing Stevie Wonder to the fact that this man had all these mug shots and charges. Then months and months and months later, oh, yes, I knew, but he's a different person and he's never been aggressive towards me and my kids. Now is y'all in danger. Get the girl. Now, girl. Now, Miss Mamas. Hey, Tasha Reed. Now, Miss Mamas. How he be a good man, never aggressive, to a few weeks later, y'all are in danger. That's sick. And that's why this man got this expression on his goddamn face. She didn't set Rod up for the okie doke. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The lady said she's not a victim. I got to go with that. I think she done set this man up for the damn okie doke. Look at his face. Look at the face. I am confusion. Yes, it's given very much like playing the victim when it benefits you, though. So it benefited you before everybody knew about the police report to say, oh, no, it won't nothing like that because you don't want to step off your little YouTube pedestal. To now, all of a sudden, y'all in danger. But he was just a good guy, not aggressive. Like, girl, what? The man looked fed up, child. He looked half past tired. Look at Lord, look. Oh man. Man is so stressed out he couldn't even get his hair retwisted or nothing. Messing around with you. Yeah. That's what I think. He came over there ready to hit them cheeks, child, because you know you can't be dickless. Ready to hit them cheeks like he been doing this entire time. I don't think y'all have a title anymore, but he been hitting them cheeks. You been over there still sucking that Willy Bobo. So y'all was probably drinking. You know the alcohol seems to be a trigger for your boy because we seeing him where the ladies at. You sitting beside your girlfriend asking where the ladies at. Then smacked the girl upside the goddamn head and embarrassed her. So she had to delete the live a couple minutes after she ended it. Girl, so much. That's what I think. I think he came over there to hit them cheeks, or he's been there hitting them cheeks. He got out of pocket. They probably been drinking. And then she decided to call the cops. Girl, if you gonna continue, if I was the cops, Miss Christina, this is going to be my last time coming over here. So if you continue to want to violate what the law put in place to protect your ditzy ass, and you want to continue this relationship, don't call us no more. Do not call us no more. and then you want people to feel bad for you because CPS in your life. You mean to tell me this man popped out of the clear blue sky, and came over there acting foolish? So did the incident take place inside or outside? Now, girl, you might as well have just came up and told the whole story, because you know the people is going to ask for the goddamn police report. You know. So he just popped up out of nowhere, acting belligerent. You was sitting there with a face full of makeup, earrings, fully dressed, and all of the things. And that just so happened to be the time that he popped up. Okay, girl. This is what I'm saying. You talk too much. You talk too much, because that made absolutely no sense at all. Absolutely no sense at all. Lord, Rod. I'm gonna show y'all something. I would like to show y'all something. I'm gonna get into some of these comments too. I'm not ignoring y'all. Should have just told the truth. Yes, girl, either tell the truth or shut the hell up. Because now we got more questions than answers. And you know what happens when the people that watch you have questions, honey? They get to digging. Hi, Pure Intentions. Hi, everybody that has come in. Y'all, please hit the like button, because I am very confused. Those kids are either going to resent the hell out of her or follow in her footsteps. Unfortunately, the stats are not on their side. No, they're not. And then she has so many children. It's already impossible to give them individual attention. And now you add this to the mix? Like, girl, it's a no from me. So I'm going to show y'all something. And I can't even remember what led me to this site, child. So I'm interested in all things people, human nature. That's why my discernment is so good, because I study humans. And in my everyday life, I don't necessarily talk a lot unless it's like professional type stuff and I don't have a choice. But I ran across this site and I did like I had a theory. So I did like a personal experiment. And this is gunmemorial.org. So this is a site that memorializes people who died from gun violence. So every day, I think they is it every day, every month, every so often they reset the counter of how many people died from gun violence. So what I decided, I said, I'm gonna click on every picture of a young, attractive woman and see what actually happens. So like this woman, I would click on her and find out like what was the situation. Okay. So let's see. Now this is something I was just doing in my spare time, honey. Nobody was paying me to come over here and click on these goddamn click on these damn people. Now mind you, all these people are deceased. They are very much gone, never coming back. So I'm confused as to why we take the BS so lightly and why we could play and teeter and totter and go back and forth. Okay, let's click on Desiree. This is Desiree Harris, age 51. So I click on her because I'm like, okay, she's young, she's pretty. Obviously, probably not out here gangbanging. Obviously, probably not out here selling drugs. So what really happened? Click on the link. Woman killed in Northside shooting, continuous streak of fatal domestic violence. So that is a theme. Either accidental deaths for young, attractive women, or 9 times out of 10, these men are taking these women out. These men do not want to be left. These men cannot take no for an answer. These men do not give a damn about the kids. They are taking the children out as well, or leaving the kids without parents completely. These men with this mindset do not give a damn about you and your kids. So the fact that a full-grown, rusty, crusty, musty-ass woman can get up here and say, what I knew about his background of being abusive towards women in a domestic sense, but I still decided, honey, that, oh, well, it was the past. I'm going to go ahead and give him a chance because I can't find nobody else. I do not accept that. I don't accept it, and I do not respect it. That is disgusting. Especially when you have all of these children. That is disgusting. That's a very disgusting approach to take to finding a mate. That is disgusting. Oh, well, y'all, people got to live their lives and blah, blah, blah. Well, that doesn't mean that people can't come up here and speak out about it. Because there's way too many people dying from the BS. From the BS. I'm disgusted by that. That really made my ass itch when she said that. And then the fact that people thought it was acceptable really made my ass itch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get into y'all comments. Sorry, I just went on a rampage because the kids don't have a choice, and then people making stupid ass decisions for them, and then want somebody to feel sorry for you. How many women did not have a clue that these men were fucking lunatics? Goddamn lunatics. Didn't have a clue, didn't have a mugshot to go off, didn't have none of that. None of that. But here you go. Oh, I knew. I just threw caution to the wind because my pussy need petting. Girl, disgusting. And then you wonder why people talk about you. You a fool.
Details tonight about the criminal history of a man accused of shooting and killing the mother of his child as she held their little girl. The family claims the court system failed this young mother. LaDasha Gibbons spent the day digging through recent court records and found the suspect had been arrested multiple times in just the last 2 years.
Right now, 22-year-old Taco Nash is behind bars after DeKalb County.
Now, hold on. And everything is not about victim shaming. Everything is not about victim blaming. A lot of shit is just about accountability. Look at this nigga. Look at this dusty ass Negro. Now, what about him says life partner? He got sorrow and despair all behind his eyes. Look at the face. Nothing about him says life partner. Nothing. But this young lady in this story was young. Early 20s, young. Barely out of damn high school, young. Look at this motherfucker. Okay?
Bars after DeKalb County police say he shot and killed Makia Montgomery as she held their baby daughter at daycare. He forced the mother and daughter outside at gunpoint.
The justice system completely failed her.
The family tells 11 Alive she lived in fear for years after repeated physical abuse. That abuse well documented when 11 Alive checked online court records. We found 2 other open cases in DeKalb County where he faced misdemeanor charges for theft, family violence, and battery. And in Fulton County, an open case from 2021 for an arrest including felony charges like aggravated assault. Court records show he was released on bond in March in order to wear an ankle monitor. Montgomery's family says the system failed her.
And had they locked him up and put him away, she would probably still be here.
We spoke with former prosecutor and current criminal defense attorney Daryl Cohen to get his perspective on this case.
Everything went wrong. This woman should never have been in the situation she was in.
We asked Cohen specifically about the ankle monitor that was a condition of Nash's bond order in March.
It's nothing more and nothing less than a GPS. So they know where he is, and they know where he should be, and they know where he isn't.
He says a protective order can't physically stop someone.
Exactly. This man pulled up to the baby's daycare with the damn ankle monitor on, forced the girl outside of the building, went behind the daycare and offed her with her babies in her hand. that woman is gone. That young lady is gone. So to hear somebody get up here and say, well, I just, that was the past. The past is the past. Everybody deserves a second chance. Okay. So y'all couldn't have just been goddamn internet pen pals. He had to come live with you. That's what I'm saying. Utilize common goddamn sense. And then you're not even making decisions just for you. You're also making decisions for your children. Oh, y'all ain't worried about my kids. Well, cash at me if you're worried about my kids. I wish the hell I would. You bird brain ass chick. Disgusting. No, he didn't care. He said he was going to kill the child. That's what he told the daycare worker, because the daycare worker was actually trying to stop him. She was actually serving as a barrier between them. But then, of course, he pulls out a weapon. So she kind of tied her hands. She got a daycare full of fucking children that don't have nothing to do with it. So the young lady got pulled out. Of course, the cops did not arrive in time. And he offed her top in the back of the daycare, left the baby, and that was that. These weird, demented child, these are the men who y'all are raising. These are the men that women like you are raising. If you don't think at least one of your sons is going to grow up with a hatred for women because of all of the back and forth and the abuse and violence that he saw growing up in your household, these are the men that you're raising. Where do you think people like this come from? Trauma. Drama and trauma, girl. You're raising a future rod. Oh, y'all not worried about my kids. Don't worry about my kids. I love my kids. Okay. Right. Cash app you so you could do what? Not pay your bills with it? Absolutely not. Hey, everybody that's coming in. Y'all hit the like button. I'm about to wrap this thing up because she done pissed me off. I'm not a victim. Well, maybe I am. Well, no, I'm not. Well, y'all bitches in my business. Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story because if anybody going to make money off of... Girl, you sitting here talking about you and fear your life and you up here talking about money. That little couple $100 you going to make off that video, girl, that's not making or breaking shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You are creating the exact thing that you claim you're so afraid of. I swear, some of y'all, and it be the people with the most kids, though, that don't have the sense that God gave a blind turtle and an albino cockroach, child. You ain't got the sense that I could encapsulate in my pinky nail. Just very slow. Very slow. I'm sure CPS is already in her life. That's why she over there depressed, quote unquote. You sad because you keep getting caught up in your stupid ass decision making. And now people inside and outside the YouTube streets are holding your stupid ass accountable. This is why. This is why. And people gonna keep holding you accountable because it's not just about you. Actually, it's not about you at all. I mean, if you want to let the man take you out and put you in an early grave, that's on you. That is on you. If you want to continue to sleep around and catch a house in Virginia and whatever else, that's on you. We're talking about these children that don't have a choice. Do whatever you want to with your life, girl. If you want to be known as the village slut or whatever. If you want to continue to have kids that you can't take care of, that's on you. That's you shackled down by all these goddamn kids for the duration of your life. Girl, by the time you finish raising kids, honey, ain't no telling. Because I don't think Chrissy done having kids. Unless the Lord physically tells her, girl, you cannot have no more kids. She will continue to, because she thinks that's what keeps a man. That's the only thing she has to offer. That's her definition of being a good woman, is being fertile. Girl, you're disgusting. And if y'all came over here looking for a pity party or... Nah, none of that. Yeah, the kids need protection from their own damn parents. Hold on, I missed something. Let me scroll on back, child. Somebody said sorry for your loss. What happened? Free? What's going on? Hold on. Your cousin was stabbed 40 times by her. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Until she does right by her kids and herself, she will never have a good man. It takes a good partner to have a good partner. So I don't know why she feels like she deserves a good man more than anybody else, but no, ma'am. My sister was shot by her husband. Yeah, these men, they're not out here playing. Like, they are out here taking people out. You have to understand the inner wiring of a man. They already have the capacity to be a killer. That's just how they're wired. Hunters and gatherers. And then you take somebody with a history of trauma, any type of abuse, any type of mental health issues. Like, that's why you have to take your time and get to know people. Why meet somebody in June and move them into your house in July? What will make you do that? I'll never understand her reasoning for letting him around her kids in the first place. Man had a whole lineup of mugshots showing his lock journey, and she looked right past it. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. But then if something would have happened to her and her kids, like for real happen, she'll be up here trying to get sympathy points, starting GoFundMes and the sort. No, we're not doing that. She's going to run into the wrong man that will end her for setting them up like that. That is endangering her kids. She doesn't care. She does not give a damn. And that is clear as day. Even more clear now. I'm disgusted. And the more you talk about it, the more disgusted I get. My cousin was murdered by a crazy ex-boyfriend. Then he turned around and killed himself. She think this is a joke. Yeah, they'll take you out and take themselves out too. Look, ain't no amount of love and dick sucking can heal somebody who is broken on the inside. None. Absolutely none. I don't understand why y'all be so lonely and desperate to get with these men and think you can heal them or do something that being in jail and all that hasn't been able to do for him. Who are you? You God? You got a God complex? You got the magic touch? You don't have that type of leeway to whereas you can even be out here experimenting with trying to fix somebody. Fix your damn self. So you don't find yourself in these type of predicaments. These hoes is delusional. Yes, what is it about dingling that would just have you risking it all, throwing all caution to the wind? And it's not even the dingling, sis. She just associates sexual activity and physical presence with love. These men do not love you, girl. A man that love you is not going to knock you up and watch you go through pregnancy and then dip off and go tend to their new business, honey. That's not love. You can't expect a stranger to love you. These men don't even know you, girl. Children lose respect and trust for their parents after so many bad decisions. Absolutely. How many times do you hear your friends who don't have a functional relationship with their parents talk about all the things that happened when they were 6 and 10 and 12? You think kids gonna forget that shit? No, they can't wait to get older, get out of your house and throw that shit right back in your face. Mom, how you gonna tell me anything? Because I remember the time you let Rod come over here and knock your ass through the sheetrock. So how can you show me or tell me anything? Let me live my own life. Yes. Wow. That is sick. Child, because they know they can't get a good man, so they think they can take a dirty, dusty child, pluck bums off the street, and then turn him into a good man. If he's not a good man, it's for a reason, girl. He's just not one. Everybody can't be good. Life is about duality. Life is about polarity. For there to be good, there has to be bad. Disgusting. Yes. absolutely, positively disgusting. So is there anything else that we need to cover today? Well, Chrissy don't have a type, though. No, Chrissy ain't got no type. You line her baby daddies up. Hell, line her kids up. The damn kids don't even look alike. The only ones that look alike are the ones that look like her. Remember, she tried to pack. Let me go back to that because I got a good kiki off of that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. My messy ass got a good kiki off of that Destiny Reacts video of her trying to pin them twins on Kaya's daddy. Baby, I hollered. I said the audacity. She always talk about the audacity of a bitch. And girl, you got some nerve on you. I couldn't have been your baby daddy, child. I said, you know goddamn well, girl. You know goddamn well. You know better than this shit here. Trifling as hell. Trifling as hell. And ain't stopped being trifling since, girl. You've been trifling since you was 17, 18, and you ain't stopped being trifling since. Girl, give it a rest, would you?
Rocking around and stuff. I may have to stop, or you may hear some background noise, and that's what that is. People have been asking me a lot, am I single? And if you haven't picked up on it, I don't talk about it having anyone or a husband or boyfriend or anything. So yes, to answer your question, I am single, but I love being single. And you might say, well, okay, if you're single, how did you get pregnant? So
hey, Kiki.
Basically, I mean, it's a long story, but in order to make a long story as short as possible, my other half, who I was with previously, but we separated shortly after I had Kaya, my youngest. You know, we were still seeing each other for a while, but we just weren't together or living together or anything like that. So I guess that kind of answers that. I've known him for a long time. We've known each other since freshman year in high school, and when I was in high school, we were like best friends.
So as you can see, Chrissy was trying to convince YouTube that...
No, honey. No. Ain't no as you can see. We don't see shit, girl. We see you try to pin babies on these poor men. And then wonder why these men are so mistrusting of women. Good Lord, child. Why would you do that? Why would you do it?
We are having twins. Twins? I did have dreams that I was having twins. I told my honey, I was like, I feel like this is gonna be twins this time. I told my honey, I was like, I feel like this is gonna be twins this time. I told my sister, but I just have this feeling that they're gonna be boys. And the daddy's hoping that they're gonna be boys too. All you have to say is, yes, I'll keep in contact, and in 9 months, we can go down to the DNA center or down to child support, and we can get a DNA test. I am not a hoe, and I know who my, pregnancy is from.
I will never forgive you for that. I will never forgive you for that. Ridiculous, girl. You play too much. Oh, I know you ain't think DeMarcus is gonna shake off the Mexican witch that fast. He got it good over there. He eating all types of enchiladas and homemade burritos, and he ain't gotta worry about moving every 2, 3, 4 months. Girl, not voluntarily. She might kick his ass to the curb if you want to go pick him up. But girl, he's not leaving his Mexican witch for you. He might bust down your walls, but other than that, no. Yeah, how many other halves do you got, girl? I could have sworn a half meant one of two. You over there with a pie split 3 ways talking about your other half. Girl, what? So you know somebody with that level of audacity, of nerve, to get up here and pin a baby on somebody you just had a baby with. The damn baby 6 months old and you already pregnant with twins. That man over there, he know twins don't even run in his family, and you ain't got none of yours. So where these twins come from? Oh, okay. Yeah, her type is whoever will entertain somebody with all them goddamn kids by all them different people. No. Nope. Child, in order for them men to stay with her, most of them probably would have had to be with her first. Because the way she telling some of these tall tales, This man was not in no relationship or interested in Chrissy like that. She might have had 1 or 2 boyfriends. The rest of them seemed like it was just a, bang down them walls. Oh, I'm on birth control. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Oh, I'm pregnant, girl. Okay. DeMarcus Old Buddy Cuz said that Chrissy cussed him out every chance she got. He said that she belittled him and would tell him to get out constantly. Yeah, that's her go-to. She's only used to being with bums, so of course she's gonna try to boss up on a grown man. I don't understand why I continue to get pregnant. Is it a pregnancy kink? Well, if it's a pregnancy kink, wouldn't you just want to get married and keep getting pregnant by your husband, child? Because getting pregnant by a bunch of strangers and men who don't want to live a life with you, girl. Just like Jazz, she had twins along with older kids and still didn't stop having kids. There's no way she's loving to all of her kids. They are not being taken care of properly. Ain't enough hours in the goddamn day. Ain't enough hours in the day. DNA test is the lie crusher. Child. Hey, Reaction Therapy. The twins dad have a page. He talked about Chrissy. The amount of men she slept with without protection is mind-blowing. Yeah. Us regular people, we cannot even conceive the fact that, girl, it's one thing to have a sexual addiction. It's another thing to just be out here raw diggity and having whole human beings with people who don't want you. What level of insanity? Girl. I mean, I guess, child. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I said what I had to say, child. I'm getting to the point. Chrissy, you are draining. I thought Olivia was the most draining of the 3. At this point, it's been all of y'all at different points. So last year was Jasmine. This year it's been Olivia. But now, girl, it's you. You're draining. You lie entirely too much. You never take accountability and actually stick with the accountability. You only say what sounds good. You come up here, polish yourself up to come up here and lie. Child, you missed your calling, girl. If you didn't have all these kids, you could have been a politician or a damn lawyer. You missed your calling, sis. Yeah, don't know nothing about their background and then get upset when they don't want to stick around for you and them children. Girl, nobody want to deal with all that. Even your most well-rounded, wealthy man don't want to deal with no chick with 9 damn kids. It would take a millionaire to be able to provide everything for 9 kids. No. A pregnancy addiction. She was asking Ben for a baby whom she barely knew. She sure was, wasn't she? So about that baby, like how far in the future do you think that's going to happen? Girl, you don't know this man. She didn't even know his full name and was already having sex with him. Christina, you need help, girl. Seek it, okay? Seek it. Yes, her and Nick Cannon. Girl, you and Nick Cannon need to form some type of relationship, girl. Slide in his DMs and see what you can do.